Welcome to Just Cook Something. In this video, we're going to make Montreal style bagels. Let's get started. The first thing you want to add is 2 teaspoons of activated dry yeast. Then we're going to add 1 cup of warm water. Then add 3 tablespoons of sugar and give it a good mix. And then we're going to let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes, or at least until it starts to foam. Alright, after 10 minutes, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of vinegar, 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil. You can use any neutral oil on your end. 1.5 teaspoons of salt. We're going to add 1 large egg. And then we're going to add 1.5 tablespoons of honey. And I'm just going to eyeball it here. And then give everything a good mix. Next, we want to add 3.5 cups of bread flour. You can use all-purpose flour, but bread flour gives a better chew for the bagel. And then we want to mix it all in here with a spatula. Now, if you need to add more flour, you can add another 1/2 cup, so 4 cups in total. But once the flour is mostly gone, you can continue mixing with your hands and just knead for about 8 to 10 minutes. And it should look something like this. Once you finish kneading the dough, you want to place it in a lightly oiled bowl, cover it, and let it rise for 1 hour. After 1 hour, it should puff slightly but not double like bread dough. Knead it again for about 2 minutes. Next, start by spreading flour on your cutting board, and then divide the dough into 10 to 12 pieces. Roll each piece into a rope around 8 to 10 inches long. Then loop and seal the ends together by rolling the joint under your palm. So you can see right here, I just wrap it around my palm and then just keep rolling it just to seal it. And it should look something like this. This one's not that perfect, but that's okay. It's still gonna taste great. But here's another look at it. Just roll it really long. It might be a little tricky at first, but after a few tries, you'll get the hang of it. And you can see as you seal it right here, this one came out a bit better. Here's a close-up of how I spread it out, wrap it around my palm, and then just give a little pinch and then roll it in just to seal it. And you should have at least 12 pieces of bagels ready to boil. Next, we want to get 8 cups of water into our 7-quart Dutch oven and have it ready to boil. We also want to get our sesame seeds ready for our toppings that we're going to use on the bagels, and our honey. Now, don't skip this part. Once the water starts to come to a slight boil, you want to add at least 1/4 cup of honey into the water, and as the water is boiling, just use a skimmer or a spoon to mix it gently, scraping any of the honey that sticks to the bottom of the Dutch oven. Alright, next you want to add 2 to 3 bagels at a time into the boiling water carefully. And you want to boil each side around 45 to 60 seconds, and just carefully lift it up if it does get stuck to the bottom of the Dutch oven. After the first 45 to 60 seconds, gently flip the bagels and boil for an additional 45 to 60 seconds. So in total, you'll be boiling the bagels for around 2 minutes. And please ignore the poppy seeds floating in the water. They are a reminder that perfection is overrated, and I was just a little clumsy. Now, while the bagels are still wet, sprinkle them with sesame seed or poppy seeds. And if you don't have either, you can just leave it plain, but that's kind of boring, so no judgment there. Then you want to preheat your oven at 450 Fahrenheit If your oven tends to run on the hotter side, then set it to 400 instead. Once your oven is fully preheated, carefully place the bagels inside and bake for 15 to 17 minutes, flipping halfway through for even browning. And this is probably the most crucial part. You want to make sure that your bagels aren't burning. And this is why I said earlier to set your oven at a lower temperature if you know your oven runs really hot. Once the bagels are done, transfer them on a wire rack and let it cool for 15 to 20 minutes before slicing or serving. And once they cool down after 20 minutes, this is what they look like. You can see they look pretty good. This one's a bit messed up, but that's okay. They're still going to taste great. As long as they're nice, soft, and chewy, that's all what really matters. And that honey really does make a difference. That's one of the key ingredients for Montreal style bagels. But you can see how soft it is once you break it here and how it looks. It just comes out so good and so chewy. Also, fair warning, if you do have kids nearby, make sure you guard those bagels because they are just going to eat everything and just devour the whole batch, especially when you have some nice cream cheese on the bagels. They're just gonna steal it from you. So make sure you keep a batch for yourself, maybe just hide it so no one else can take it, because these will honestly finish within a day. And that's how you make Montreal style bagels. Just don't share them with your family. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks again for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.